Yo.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Brooklyn Barons. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. Now, here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw here, hold in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards.
A 44-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with McDonald. Rolling to his right. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did.
And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. DK Metcalf, 69 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, McDonald. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. McDonald lets it fly for Thielen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The throw over the middle, taken in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh! Tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Back to throw again. Who's left? That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now this throw caught left side. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The carry here for the big tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a first down. Throwing is McDonald. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's McDonald. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Vikings first down.
McDonald sets to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments. The backup may see some time.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 2. Left side complete to Lockett. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
You have got to be serious. That's in. Put your hand out.
56 yards. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault him for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive
Oh my God, Trey Flowers, God dang it!
Try and go, and sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
They'll run on 1st down. It's
Good job.
Cook, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, I gotta finish this game. I have to. It's online. It's an online game.
The offense back out there at
I have
the
to play
line,
this
ready for their
game.
next drive.
I can't
They
quit the
trail
game and
offense,
pause
first time to
it.
touch the ball in
Okay.
quarter 3, and we'll see what they can
Dad,
do.
I
I
can't.
can't wait to see what they
It's an online game, Dad.
because some teams script.
I can. It's an online game. It's not a tournament. I'm facing Boogie. I'm facing Boogie and I'm winning. It's the 3rd quarter and I'm winning to him, 16 to 14.
And his
It's
guys
3rd
are going to
quarter.
retake the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that. He is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going
Good job,
to do?
Trey
You
Flowers.
don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
Wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 68 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will take it in for a touchdown. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Barons 24, Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Ooh.
So you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Quandre Diggs there defensively. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Barons 31, Vikings 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 1st and 10, McDonald. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive, leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on first down. McDonald, complete. Jefferson the target. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They get this out left, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Barons 31. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
At the 5-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Will Disley there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
25 yards. First down, Vikings.
They run again on first down. Cook. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperate, and it's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Brooklyn, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there and forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll look to throw.